Glue, glue, glue. Ouais. Je suis capable de la focusser. Bouge pas. Ouais, on la voit. Tabarouette. That's a speedy process. Okay, this is the mechanism. We have mounted with the 1/4 bolt through those holes, but we just offset the mechanism outside of the tube so that we can see that it's locking there, here. What we'll be doing inside is that kind of a tie rod, if we can say so, with that union. This one, this is a hook, so the grab hook, I just cut the opening of that. Actually the clevis of the grab hook, I just weld them on the implement, as you have seen before on the, let's say the pellet fork, but I do keep them with the clevis and the pin. So we're going to reuse that here. Going to weld that 1/2" bolt to that clevis. We have the union, and this one I did buy from industrial surplus, and we're going to have the handle here that will pull, and while pulling it will open. And yet I didn't mount the second one, so that's the play, typical play we can have with the adjustment. So we have plenty of adjustment to make our settings. Let's weld that. It's a go. Okay, we put the block in between the two. This is two iron angle with holes. Put a shim in between so that once it's being welded, I still have some gap. Okay, like so. So the side. So we have the adjustable 8, the small shim, 1/16 of an inch, and we're going to be ready to weld that. Yep. De même? Oh, ça passe pas le test ça. Ah, t'es sérieux, toi? Yep. This. This. Okay. Can you take a measure from this one to here? Approximate measure. 14 to 17.5 should be the range of adjustment. If I go to the upper hole, can lower from 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 inch, 15, 18, 15. I'm pretty sure this one will fit on this. Just not convinced. Okay, this is the top part of the quick hitch. We're going to weld those two angle iron on the sides, and the block is still adjustable. We've put a shim, just make sure that we don't weld that too tight, so that we get some space in between the block and the sides. We're going to make 2 welds, and why we put that on the flat is that we need to have some room. What we see currently on the quick hitch system is that this one is a little bit too tight against the implement, so having that will have more room according with the bottom hooks. So that's why we put this one on the flat. You will see later anyways. For the next part, we're going to cut through a half-inch steel plate to make the tabs for the attachment to the current eagle hitch system on the case, or the lower arm, say so. We're going to punch holes here, and this one will be welded against the quick hitch. So we need 4 tabs like this. So that's we're going to be cutting pieces for a few minutes now. That's no good. Good chip. Ready? Wow, c'est vrai. Hey, juste ça, ça rajoute du poids. Ça rajoute du poids, ça. Okay, so far so good. We did the first trial with the blade. The blade is quite special because the pins are inward, because this is a category 2 implement. Usually the pins should be outside, they were inside, and they are kind of very tight against this. So most likely the pin, there's some kind of shoulder on the pin that goes in the way of that system, and there's also the frame that will block the locking mechanism. So most likely I'm going to redo a little bit the attachment for that blade. Next part is to put those locking device into that. We'll go pretty much like this with a spring. And next thing is to install the hook inside so that they can. We just welded this hook. Now we have this lever. We'll go first on this. You have the long, super extra long nose. So this is the extra super long. Okay. Like this. Okay. Good. Works. Good. It's not going anywhere. That's for sure. Okay, we have the mechanism, and as you can see, there's a hole inside. I'm going to block this in that specific position like this. And now we have to insert that pin inside here with that clevis, which will be a piece of cake. A walk in the park. Like so. There we go. For the next part, we're looking at something that will pull those levers to release the mechanism at the bottom. So basically I have to make a cam. So I have two big washers, two small washers. I'm going to assemble like this. So it's going to make a cam action like this. So I only need to weld those two washers together. And we'll see after that the second part, which will be to weld the handle to that cam lever. Okay, we welded the washer together. We welded the washing machine. We welded the washer together. We welded a nut in between the washer, which holds them apart. And we found this similar to this one to make the handle. And it's going to go like this. So this one is going inside. And this should make sense. Maybe a little bit too. Yeah. Right. It almost falls on the floor. Because it's still not attached to the factor because we want to be able to weld. Oh, nice. Does it make sense?
Yes, it does.
Not only that, it works.
Yes. So, Joe, what is your first impression?
There's still some welding to do. Yeah, so far so good. Works great. I couldn't imagine better than that. Actually, some reinforcing, some welding. There's some catch here because the two plates now down to 1 inch thickness, which is a little bit less than the an inch and a quarter there. So that's why I'll have to open a little bit the two plates there. Other than that, seems so good.
Yes.
So far so good. So this is it for the project. I hope you enjoyed the making of a 3-point hitch attachment. This 3-point hitch can match any kind of tractor, not only the case. You might have noticed that I put a little bit more distance here. I could have easily put the hole right here, no problem. So what I wanted to do is to make sure that I have extra distance in between the rear wheel and the blade I use. The blade I use is a little bit too close to the rear wheel, and when I angle it to the maybe 45 degrees, depending the location, depending the angle, it might hit the wheel, which is not good. So that's why I wanted to have that extra, it's 7.5, maybe, yeah, 7.5 inches longer. So if you wonder what I would be doing for the PDO, for the snowblower, for the wood chunker, I did got a new shaft. So I bought this new shaft. The reason is very simple. This one has the extra protection over it, and actually it's longer than the old one. And now I also got that shear pin, which I didn't have before. So if ever I had to hit something very hard, chances that I might break something in the transmission of the tractor, which is not good. I hope you enjoyed that video. See you in the next one. Thanks.